It is the Lingus Show, back once again with your WWE rundown. This is your Smackdown show. You also want to be on the lookout for our Raw show on the Creative Control Network, owned by Smokin' Joe. Smokin' Joe Faust, named after Joe Biden. His parents did that. Smokin' Joe. They knew him when he was, they said, Senator. They fucking liked him. So I'm Cab Manning. I'm along with Frosty Walnut.
What do you hear? What do you say?
Oh,
the big draft shows. So what we got going on?
We have this draft that we were doing before for the NFL, and now we're going to do, I love their fake doodle-doom, doodle-doom.
Oh, I was going to bring that up. Yeah.
Drives me fucking batty, that garbage one. By the way, patreon.com/Lingus Mafia if you want to get all these shows, no commercials, immediately when we are finished recording them on the same time and day, which is on a Tuesday and on a Thursday. You will get them immediately. The pay-per-views exclusively to Patreon, which you will get a pay-per-view this weekend. If you are on Patreon, you will get that as little as $5, or you can go to higher tiers if you like want to watch the video and all that.
It's a nice morning pay-per-view for us Saturday.
I do like that, Faust. I do like it. It's just, let me sit down, wake up, nice, you putter around a little bit, and then you get a 10 o'clock pay-per-view. It's good for us. It's like NFL. We get it at 10 a.m. and we're fucking, when it's over, it's time for fucking bed. Your whole entire fucking day. Thank you. And I go like this, fuck, maybe I should change pajamas. I fucking change. I go right back to bed. So yes, and all of our socials are at Lingus Mafia. That's of course X, Instagram, all that good stuff. YouTube, stuff like this. That's where you want to go. TikTok especially to find good stuff. Faust, I should maybe I'll play Kevin Nash show to start the Raw.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's like usual, Faust. If anybody listens to Kevin Nash and listens to the Ask Net, I'm surprised we don't get like more tweets that go, "Hey, I heard you up there." Because it's clear today. Kev Manning asks. Fucking, I giggle every fucking time. I'm like, knew that one would get on.
Kev Manning Twitter's was shut down, right?
Well, this is, I mean, they still look for Cab Manning. It's Cab Manning 9, whatever. But I'm thinking, though, I'm talking our fans.
Oh, you would think, yeah, they'd hear you.
Hear it. Go, fuck, look at those.
Hey, heard you on Nash.
Yeah, be like, hey, look at that. Let's get into Smackdown, shan't we? And go through everything here.
In this fakakta draft.
If anybody wants to do shows for us, by the way, on Patreon, and they go, well, maybe I want to, dip my toe in the water. Any show you guys want to do, if any of you who are fans of the show and say, I want to try the podcast, because Faust, if this was another show and I was the one listening and hadn't podcasted and knew, because back in the day I wanted to be on radio and all that stuff, I would take this up in a heartbeat. And I would have called you and be like, hey, do you want to try to send in a show? We could be on somewhere. Fuck it. On our Patreon, we will put your show. I don't care if it's horrible, if it's great. You can have a platform. If you want to send in a show, you could do it. And I highly suggest all fucking Butcher Putan and Gonzalez to team up and do a show together, because they both like to message me and talk about what they're watching and their thoughts.
They're giving you the rundown with their opinions.
Faust, I do like Commissioner Gordon. I take the two phones and I twist them and I put them together so they can talk to each other.
I got Sal calls the two Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
Ordering each other.
Confusion. I go, you know what, Faust? Would you name it? Wrestling Confusion. So coming up on the next Wrestling Confusion show with Putan and Gonzalez.
Because we've had other shows on here. We had Dijon was doing his wrestling show, and right now we have two marks,
one pod. Fantastic show.
Talk about NXT and
Dynamite. Yeah. So if you guys want more wrestling, with one of the guys is jerks off to AEW. It's all Elite Williams. So if you guys want to hear, that other side, there's just more opinions, which I couldn't believe Mark tweeted, I think this might be the greatest match I've ever seen in my life. And it was the Offspray, and fuck it. I'm like, I didn't want to reply to it.
6.5 stars. What are you talking about?
Fucking lost your fucking minds. I'm like, it was a match. Wait, Faust, if there is nothing behind something, it almost doesn't fucking do anything for me.
You didn't catch the storyline? They were trying to see who's the greatest wrestler in the world.
Oh, that. Oh, so it's no, I could win a match. No, I can. Oh, okay. Fuck. I would love to have seen that creative room working, Faust. You imagine that's like saying jury of your peers. You imagine what that looked like. Okay, let's go into SmackDown. It's draft day. They say the champions are protected. That's new.
Finally did something right.
Yes.
No more. Let's trade belts. None of this bullshit.
And didn't we say they were like, fuck, because this is one side was world, one side was WWE or whatever. So it was, yeah, well, last time it was let's hand over each other's belt, which completely fuck up their records and all that shit. That was the fucked up part. Let's hand the belt to each other and move over. Fucking stupid.
Rosters lock May 6th.
Yeah, so everybody gets to fuck, yeah, Faust, because that means we'll never see anybody.
Nope.
However, Faust, this is the first time without Vince. Will we not see them cross over? Unless it's Mania time, whatever, you know.
Yeah. Because the only ones that can change shows is the women's tag team, right?
Yes, that's the only one that can float. And when they lose that, they are on the other show, though. They're on Raw. So that I am really interested to see if it does. Like, is there a change here? I, for one, don't think there should be a split at all. You could almost do, it's in theory, it's split, but it's not. Because you want to be able to get people on the TV that aren't getting their shot, where it's, if you get the main person on Raw and on SmackDown, you're cutting into shit like that. But you don't need that fucking stupid world title. It's let's get the real title. That's the end of it. One tag team champions. And the rest is fine. Well, the women, there's one, then two. You know what? How about the fucking, not, you can't even say it because it really would tarnish it. You go, the loser is now the women's intercontinental.
Right.
How about you join the two champions fight, the winner is the winner, and now there's a tournament for an intercontinental title for a woman. And now they all float, Faust. They float. We will never get it.
You got fluid rosters.
Yeah, well, we ain't gonna get it. Kayla with Paul, and now I'm thinking about draft. I said Caleb. Kayla in the back with Paul says Roman has withdrawn from the draft. And I said, well, that makes no fucking sense. How about everybody just withdraws and fuck you? Because obviously you know why, because he needs to be where the fucking other ones are. And if he was number one pick, yada, yada, all that shit.
He's not returning anytime soon. And he doesn't want to hog the spotlight.
He's on an island naked with his wife, and his wife is loving it. Jackie with the NXT roster. They're looking to take turns. Being drafted. Corey moderates contract signing in the ring for Cody and AJ. We get a blurring of the screen again multiple times, but there is no like thing about it. There's no thing to scan. There's no.
I'm not even like looking anymore or trying to figure it out, because if there's no QR code, I'm not going the extra mile anymore because I'm bored.
I haven't gone the extra mile when there's a QR code, Faust. If you send it to me, I go, okay, I'll look at it then. Otherwise,
you sent me the one like, hey, what does this mean to take it to the website?
I was like, I like a puzzle, Faust. But if you're showing me a picture of a bird,
all right. Bird a lot.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's, follow the crows. All right, we get that blurring, but nothing happens from it, which makes you think they just fuck up almost. AJ says, we both took the same path to get here. Took advice from Dusty. I go, again with the Dusty?
Oh, my God.
We got right back into Dusty again?
That's what I put in my notes. Okay, two Georgia boys. We both took similar paths, had to prove ourselves outside the WWE camera.
I took off to your father.
AJ mentions advice from Dusty. It gets choked up. I said, can we have a storyline without Dusty? Please.
Really? I understand we had this, right? But what the fuck? It's done. Let Cody have a fucking, let him do something on his own. Thanks for his father. Cody says, this isn't a dream match. It's a must win. I giggle about not a dream match because I go, because everything on the other side is a dream match.
Did you notice Cody's like trying to top Triple H in the amount of bracelets you can have on his wrist?
Oh, I did. I did see this. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Let's see. All right. We have now.
Well, Cody offers a hand, says it's a shame your reign is going to end up Backlash, and they shake hands and leave, and they had two separate tables. So it was a weird contract thing because there was no violence or anything.
I wrote to, you know what? Which I don't mind that. You
Yeah,
know,
it's fine. It was
all we ever
different because, like I
fucking
said, it
have.
wasn't one table. They were at separate tables. They had the podium with the title on it, so it had at least different look to it.
AJ says there's a beautiful thing. Finish the story. Too bad you're gonna lose the title now after Cody walking to the back and Triple H comes because I go,
the show.
well, I go, oh, is AJ a good guy?